Yo, it's your boy Spin Rush C1, and I'm coming at you guys again. By special request, some people had asked me, hey, can you make a video? We'd like to hear what your exhaust sounds like. Just give you a little bit of a background here. I'm driving a Honda Civic Type R FK8. Right now you're in the interior of my cabin. This is my home space right here. Just to tell you a little bit about the car. I haven't really changed the ECU or anything like that. I'm running an E-Venturi, a cold air intake, an HKS intercooler, and the exhaust in question here is a HKS L-Spec Exhaust. Okay, and I'm sitting on 19 inches raised Z40s in bronze, which just happens to be my favorite color. Welcome to the interior of my car. This is actually the first time that I've mounted my camera in the car. I've been trying to figure out the best way to do this. So you can't really see my face because of this Alcantara or this kind of plastic here. I got to get a better camera mount. But right in front of me, this is my Buddy Club handle. I just, I didn't spend too much trying to get a carbon handle, but I do like, I have my little racing center stripe right there. And over here, I know you see my hand in the left corner of your screen. That is my racing shift knob. That's Shiko. Alright. I live here in Japan, so you can already figure out what's going on. You hear the Japanese in the background. You could probably see my radar detector over here in the upper right hand corner. We need that because they've got all kinds of radar detection systems here in Japan. Some of them are dummies, but that new system that you gotta watch out for is a laser system that they have now. And so yeah, I have that here. But basically we're just gonna go for a short drive. I don't really have space to go all out, but the thing is that people want to hear how the exhaust sounds from the interior, and then later I'm gonna make another video from the outside of the car so you can hear it from the outside. I don't know when I can do like a drive-by. I won't be able to do that now, but yeah, let's just go for a little spin. Get it? The web channel name, Spin Rush. Yeah, because this is something I throw around a lot. We're gonna go for a little cruise. Unfortunately, I have to turn off the radio, so I can't have my background music going on. I usually play my beats. You can't really see it, but that's the Apple CarPlay hooked up to the iPhone, which I like. I don't have that infotainment system here in Japan, so we use basically the Honda Gathers navigation system. So I don't have to deal with a lot of, the trouble with the volume knob and stuff like that. It's not really an issue. I just don't like here on the handle here, my volume button is pretty much the same as a US model and the European models. It doesn't have those ridges. It's just kind of smooth, but I'd rather have it here on this jog dial. Instead, when I move up and down, I kind of change the audio. So I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to go for a cruise and let you hear the engine. Again, the microphone is positioned right next to my head. So basically, yeah, this is what it's going to sound like. Is what you hear is what you get. So here we go. And by the way, I'm a terrible driver. Sorry. I just started driving manual. Yeah, that's me. But I had to have this car. I really wanted this car. Matter of fact, hold on. Here we are. We're just sitting in idle right now, and then it's time for me to shut up. Again, all you can hear is the engine rev at this point. So let's go for a drive. The streets of Japan are really narrow, so I can't really go all out. Last thing I want to do in this video is stall, because then I just have to delete the video, and so I'm not going to upload that. Here we go. Ooh, the police are right there, and my system did not trigger. So the camera that I'm using right now is a DJI Osmo Pocket. I got a little mount for it. It's all right. Yeah, I might go with like a Osmo Pocket Action, the new camera that they have to compare with the GoPro 7. It's cheaper, it's just as good. So it's all right. The Osmo Pocket has a microphone on it, so I guess my voice might be pretty loud right now. Again, this is Japan. We got plenty of signals. It's hard to really go all out. I like the exhaust basically because when I'm driving and I'm new to driving a manual, I don't have to look down. I just hear that engine. I remember when I put this exhaust on, Honda, they were kind of like, it's kind of loud. And of course, most of you know with the stock exhaust, it was kind of quiet. And it wasn't helping me drive at all. You know, I found myself kind of looking down into the gauge cluster, the dash, just to see, you know, where am I, where's my speed? And you really shouldn't be doing that. And I kind of picked up that skill from riding a motorcycle. When I went to motorcycle school here in Japan, they teach you, like, don't you ever look down. You look down for a second, that's it, that's you. Now, I don't know how good my microphone is, able to like pick up everything that's happening. So it won't be till I get home or until I upload this video that'll be like, okay, all right, it's a good microphone. But basically I was looking for a more visceral experience with the car. You know, the car's power plant is already good. You got a K20C engine, you already got good power. But what I really wanted was to feel and hear, you know, what's happening with the car. And so I experienced two different types of sound, you know. Basically, of course, the most exciting for anybody who gets in the car once we take off is hearing that air intake, that suction. You know, they love it. The exhaust is always on. You always hear that. But the intake, that's what gets them. If you want to joke around, fellas, that's what gets the drawers wet. But, you know, that's just my opinion. That's just some dream I have. They do get excited though. They know you're not in an automatic. You're not in a conservative compact car. I'm not saving on gas. And this is for damn sure, you know, hybrid. I never mess with those. Basically, that radar detector tells me areas where, you know, the police have been. It gets updates. It lets me know if I should slow down in certain areas. So I like that. That's good. And so it's a Friday, you know, it's just after 5 o'clock, actually after 6. First thing I had to do today after I finished work was wash the car. It's got to be clean. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any place on here where I can really like bone out. Man. Why you got to call right now? I'm making a video. Why you got to call right now? Okay, I had to cut that off, man. Sorry, that's my ringtone. I like Minions. They just laugh at you when you can't answer your phone. The worst thing is right now while I'm recording this video, she's gonna call back. That's what the girls did. They won't call him back. It's something he disconnected. You're like, you hung up on me? Like, yeah, I had to hang up on you. Sorry. I don't fuck with you. Just kidding. I just took it up to 4th gear, you know, just let it pick up some speed. One thing about this build, you know, I was going for a thermal management build. I wasn't really going for power. And so I just wanted to keep things cool under the hood. So I've got everything wrapped under there. Everything's gold wrapped. The intercooler, but I do feel like after I did some of the mods, I didn't lose a lot of power, but I felt like, at least I feel like the car's slightly over boosted, and the ECU itself, you know, it has the Honda parameters set into it, so it applies so much boost. And of course, when it gets too much air in that air-fuel ratio mixture, computer picks that up by your MAF sensor, and then that's it. You know, it'll tone it down, like, okay. And then of course, you know, with my research and all, you know, I heard basically your high pressure fuel pump, you know, that's got a cap on it as well, so that doesn't help. So unfortunately, in this day and age, you know, there's only so much you can do with these computer controlled cars. I mean, that's why people, you know, guys who are enthusiast drivers, they, you know, they just want to get like an old Type R, DC5, these are, you know, EK or something like that, and tune that up because it's naturally aspirated. You don't have to deal with all the headaches of the ECU. But then again, there's just some things you just gotta do. And when I hear that intake, just suck it up. I get excited. I love it. So right now I'm in a really happy place with the car. You know, it's right where I want it to be. And yeah, that was my short ride home. So I'm gonna cut off the video in just a minute and hopefully get a recording in a good place where, you know, it's just sitting, or where I can probably do a drive-by, you know, pass by and let you hear it from that point of view. Gosh, you know, if you see me nervous, it's just because these are Japan streets. They're small, they're narrow. That's it for now. Peace out.